Hello, this is Dr. Don White. This podcast provides an overview of the IESA Senate Bill 7 Performance Rankings file. This is the first of 3 podcasts with information about how to use the file. The first one will be an overview. The second podcast will include information about how to transfer data from previous versions of the file. And the third podcast will provide information on how to use the optional Microsoft Word Merge notification letter. The file opens on the Directions and Disclaimers page. I strongly encourage you to read this page very carefully as it includes important information about how to use the file, and there are many tips within this page that can make your use of this file much more efficient. You'll notice along the bottom of the worksheet or the bottom of the workbook that there are red worksheets or red colored tabs, one green tab, and multiple blue tabs. The red tabs, or those red worksheets, are where you need to worry about the data, where you either enter data or update data. The green worksheet is provided just as a check to make sure that you've entered all the data necessary for the program to work correctly and the reports to be populated correctly. And then the blue worksheets are the reports within the file. On the first worksheet, which is called Enter District Information here, I've combined previous worksheets from previous files. We have district, schools, and locations, position title, list of license endorsements, list of content-specific endorsements, and a list of local qualifications that the district may have. The second worksheet, called 2 List Pivot Tables, will be a listing that is populated from the information that's entered in the first worksheet. The third worksheet, Enter Teacher Data Here, is where the user will enter information specific to the teachers. Moving data from previous files into this file will be covered in the second podcast. The fourth worksheet, called Data Check, provides an overview of whether or not the program is working correctly. As long as an IEIN has been entered on the previous worksheet called Enter Teacher Data Here, and you see green on this worksheet at the end of that process, you'll know that teachers have been placed into groups and that the reports will populate correctly. The first blue worksheet, called Merge Data Worksheet, is new for the 2016-17 school year and is in response to suggestions that I received from users. This is a compilation of all the data that's been entered into what is called a flat file so that the user can use this data to create a Microsoft Word Merge document, or you could copy and paste this into another worksheet and then add to the data. One of the enhanced features of this worksheet is the ability for the district to enter its own data. Over in column CJ, it says District Field 1, District Field 2, so forth and so on. And I've included 10 fields that you'd be able to add. You can change the titles of each of these to be something specific to the data that you would like to see within here about each teacher. Then when you export the data, you will be able to create your own reports related to this information. More about this worksheet in the second podcast. And then Group 1 report is next. This provides a listing of teachers that fall within Group 1, Group 2 report, Group 3 report likewise, and Group 4 report. Also included is a current and other eligible position report, a teacher credentials report, and then there are 2 reports that are necessary for districts to have available. First is a sequence of honorable dismissal report. One of the things I forgot to highlight is that on several of the worksheets you'll notice that there are comment boxes. Typically when you see one that's in the light tan color or yellow color, That will include language directly from the law. I encourage you to read that as it helps you understand why these reports are available and what is to be done with them. There are also red comment boxes. That's information that you need to pay special attention to in order for you to use the program effectively and to make sure that the data is populated according to the way the program's written. The sequence of honorable dismissal list is the list that needs to be created and shared with the union president. The last report, called Evaluation Ratings List, is available in case someone from the Joint Committee requests it. That was a quick overview of the IASA Senate Bill 7 Performance Rankings file. Again, I mention that it's important that you read the directions and disclaimers page as it will help you immensely in this process. I also encourage you to watch the second and third podcast, where in the second I will give you an overview of how to transition data from a previous version of the file into this version, and the third podcast, which will be the directions for using the optional Microsoft Word Merge notification letter.